Ooh, I did not know that.
There's a strange story, isn't there, about the gypsy's curse?
Yes, there is. All sorts of stories, and I'm not sure what the actual truth is, but as far as I've been able to research, while they were developing the ground, they came across somewhere in one of the areas a group of, well, we have to say travellers these days, don't we, not gypsies, but there were a group, as they were called then, of gypsies camped there. And as I understand it, Harry Morris, who was running the show, went to the gypsies and said, look lads, you've got carts, you've got horses, you've got manpower, how would you like to help me develop the stadium? I'll pay you good money, you'd be a great help. So the gypsies said, fine, if you pay us, we'll work. And as far as I gather, they worked really hard. Their horses were very useful in pulling up all the trees, dragging the boulders and piling them all up on this area where we're standing now. But I gather there was a bit of a tragedy. To the gypsies, their horse, their chief horse, was their godlike creature, very important to them. Took them around the country, earned them money by working for them, and their chief horse dropped dead with a massive heart attack. Maybe he'd been pulling up too many trees, dragging too many boulders around, whatever it was. Somewhere where the pitch is now, he had a heart attack. The gypsies are distraught, and the leader of the gypsies went to Mr. Morris and said, Mr. Morris, we're going to go off site to grieve for our beloved horse. We'll come back when we're ready and maybe find a way of taking it out into the country on a funeral cart to give it a proper gypsy burial. So Mr. Morris was a decent guy. He said, yeah, okay, come back when you're ready. The trouble is, it's midsummer 1906. It's hot, and that horse is lying out there in the middle. And the gypsies didn't come back for a few days, and a few more days. And you guess what's happening to a dead horse? Maggots on it, crows pecking at it, starting to smell. In the end, Harry Morris said to the workers who were still carrying on working, his workforce, lads, get rid of that horse. I don't know where the gypsies are, but it's holding us up, do something with it. And I gather that they dragged it with ropes to where the Ewies of Blues, and what they did was to dug a massive hole, long before all that terrace was built, put the horse in the hole, covered it up, and got rid of it that way. Job done. Oh dear, I don't think it was job done when the gypsies returned a few days later, ready to give their horse a proper gypsy ceremonial burial, and found it wasn't there. Where is it? They said, where's our horse? The workers said, oh, you know, we've got rid of it for you, it's buried now, it's all done, you can come back to work. They were furious. Thrown their beloved godlike creature in a hole in the ground with no proper ceremony, no proper burial service. They went berserk. The leader of the gypsies said, that's it, we can't stay here any longer, we're going. And he took all the women, the children, the caravans, the horses, took them off site. But I believe as he got to the exit, he stood with his arms in the air, encircled the ground with these words that have haunted every Birmingham City supporter since. I put a curse upon this place. No success will come to any football team that plays its football here. Dropped his arms and off he went. The gypsy's curse. And some managers and players and owners have actually believed that that's the reason why Birmingham City, shall we say, weren't the most successful club in the world for a long time.